yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light.
Alrighty, how's it going? First of all, I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And what I want to do right quick for this video, just want to do one more video to show you how I got stuff set up and how everything is patched in for mixing. I'm kind of show you what I'm using. So I just got finished burning a blank test copy. I always do that to see how it's going to sound. And I'm probably burned about 15 copies making all these changes. So I'm going to listen to it in a minute. But what I'm going to do right quick is I am going to pull up. Okay, there we go. Saved. All right. So let's see. All right. So as you listen to the intro, as I put that intro music to let you hear how it sounded, mixed through the console using the outboard gear, I'm just going to kind of walk you through what I'm using. So now, it's loading up. So without further ado, I'm just going to kind of walk you through what I'm doing. Okay, so naturally I'm using the console, right? So I'm going to basically walk over here to the patch bay. This is all the cabling that you see for stuff that's patched in. Okay, so this is all the stuff that's patched in that's going to this outboard gear. For example, let me move this. Let me set this down because my BRCs look like it's trying to fall. And I don't know why. Okay, that's crazy. Give me 1 second. I know my camera's angled at the wall, but give me 1 second. I gotta adjust this before it falls. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of walk you through some of the gear. So basically, from the patch bay, all the stuff is patched in that I'm using. Now, for the vocals for the track, my main vocal was the Avalon that I pretty much used. I used the Tone Beast on a couple of instruments, but mostly all my vocals came from the Avalon. And now, for certain instruments, I'm using these Lintech. These are like Pool Tech style EQs. I used it, for example, I used it on some of the guitars. Now, for the vocal, for what I'm mixing, I'm using these Rain parametric EQs for the vocal, for the lead vocal, and it's being patched through a pair of these Clark KT2As. These are the compressors. So it's going from, for the lead vocal, it's coming from here into here and then into the console. I mainly use these Clark Technique 76 style compressors for the bass, and then I use these Lintex also for certain instruments, mainly keys and stuff like that. My my reverb units for the most part were the Roland, the Yamaha Rev 7, and the Virtuoso Pros, but I also using the TC Electronics, the one where you can see the flashing, real flashing, that delay. I was using that for the ping pong delay on reverbs. I was using this Pro VLA for the drums. So I have this Pro VLA. I was using these 3630s for background vocals on compressors, on the background vocals. And then also on keys, on keyboards, I was using this parametric EQ for keyboards. And then I'm using these Clark Technique pull style also for certain instruments. And now for my bass guitar, for all my basses, I'm using these parametric EQ for the bass. That's generally for the most part. That's generally it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to play a little bit of this mix. Let me solo this. So what I'm gonna do, so I'm going to mute all my, I'm gonna mute all my reverbs and stuff like that, which are coming on those channels. All the returns from those reverb units in that rack over there are coming into this channel over here, these sets of channels. And then of course, all these channels right here are, because I have a really good memory, I normally don't, some people mark the tape, they'll put drum, snare and all that, but because I usually remember what's on what channels, so I don't mark it. But I'm gonna bring everything down right quick. I'm just gonna do a quick to give you an idea what I was doing. So I'm gonna play this, a little bit of this track that you've heard in the intro. I'm gonna bring it back up a little bit. So
troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are.
So you can,
Olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more.
so just wanted to bring that mix up right quick. I just wanted to bring, just to show you how it was after I set in all the outboard gear that I'm going to use. Like I said, I patched in, like I said, with the compressors, all the compressors that I'm using, all the EQs that I'm using, and then of course the reverb units that I'm using. They're bringing everything on the channel, all the drums and stuff like that. From there, I just bring up the volume levels to the keys, bass, strings, all those other instruments, vocals, backgrounds, and stuff like that. And once I get it mixed, then after that I do a little bit of mastering on it, and then that's pretty much it. So I just wanted to kind of give you a kind of little quick video, since it is Christmas, and some people will watch this video, some people won't watch it because, you know, it's Christmas time. But I just wanted to kind of let you hear so what I'm using. So like I said, I was setting up my vocal chain. Like I said, I use my Rain EQ, going through my Clark Technic. Those are like LA2A compressor clones. Then I was using my Lentec, which are basically 701176 style clones. Same thing with the Clark Technics, the Lentecs. And I also have like the Pultec style EQs and stuff like that, and different EQs that are used for different instruments. Different EQs, different instruments, and everything's all being plugged in and it's being routed through the console as I bring the levels up, get a good mix and all that. And then I also use the EQ on the board itself, going to the master, and then after that I print a master. Then after that, run it through a couple of compressors like the SSL bus compressor for the master bus that I printed, and then that's what you're hearing, and that's what you hear on the beginning and end of the video. So the entire album is, we ran out of time. It's a Christmas album. We ran out of time to get it done because we just got to do photos and everything else for the Christmas release. But I ran out of time, so I'm definitely gonna, for next year, since everything's recorded, I don't have to do any more recording. All vocals are recorded, all the parts are recorded. So now I can finish editing, and it's definitely going to be officially released coming up next year. It's definitely, you'll be able to buy it and download it for sure. And what's nice about it, also wanted to kill the myth that people that think you can't make a professional recording album project at home, for the ones that think you can. Because I've had people that comment on my channel, oh, you're not going to get a good sound unless you're in a commercial studio. And that's absolutely false. So thanks for watching, and thanks for watching. I hope everyone have a happy holidays, and we'll see you in the next video that I make. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good one.
Until